Big meeting.
Yeah, big
Team
meeting for
meeting?
the Braves.
Team meeting?
Team meeting.
I would not have a team meeting with a game in Philadelphia
How
coming up.
how loud how loud is it going to be after Strider's tongue-in-cheek comments tomorrow? He said
Very.
about not having fans in the stands. They just showed a fan sign. Strider, sleep tight. We're gonna be in the park tomorrow. What I didn't see the bottom of it. I didn't see what it said.
Well, let's hit a few minutes post game and then we'll bounce. So,
Do it.
how's it going, everyone? Scotty Braun, Eric Kratz, 10-2. Phillies take down the Braves, and the Atlanta Braves are one loss away from their magical season coming to a close. The Philadelphia Phillies showing us that they are very much a force in this playoff race, which I think is not really surprising to anyone, given what they have on paper and how well they played after the first, month and a half of the season. So this was an edge in terms of the pitching matchup on paper that played out that way, as Bryce Elder started off very hot, picking up Ks too, which you don't always see from him. And you saw a little more of like the first half Bryce Elder, but then the Phillies got to him and they light up with this crowd, and they had a lot of pop in the bats tonight.
A lot of pop. Postseason franchise record, 6 dingers. Like there's so much beyond like the fans and everything. This team is not only clicking on all cylinders, but to me, and I said before the series, I feel like JT, the way he calls the game, is going to be a huge thing. He has done a great job of whoever comes in the game, getting them ready and getting them through the situation that they're in. And they picked up a lot of nice innings from Strom, Sir Anthony, Orion Kerkering, and then to finish it, Lorenzen. Tomorrow night, they have a chance, as Todd Frazier said, to win it in Philly. And that place might melt. The stadium might melt tomorrow night.
It's not going to be easy, though. I mean, this is what you want if you're Atlanta. I mean, sure, you'd rather be at home, but like, you've got Strider, you've got your bullpen ready to go. This was not a close game. It's not like, oh man, I stretched out all my dudes in the pen too, and I needed 2 innings from Minter. Like, you're good. Like, you've got everything lined up to win a ball game head to head with a pitching advantage in Strider against Ranger Suarez. I know you've said Rangers pitched really well against ATL. They get to see him again. They saw him already in a game 1 that the Phillies took. So it is going to be insane for a game 4. How much do you think's on the Phils to be like, yo, we need to wrap this up in front of the crowd and not take this thing back to ATL? Because for me, like, yes, but at the same time, it's Wheeler game 5. It's not like the end of the world. I could see a world where Strider's great, ATL wins a closer game, and then it goes down to a game 5 and Wheeler brings it again in that game 5 and the Phils win. Like, anything could play out right now, and I would not be surprised with these 2 heavyweights. I think they're both also showing off that, I mean, these are 2 of the better ball clubs. Probably shouldn't have been meeting up in the NLDS, but I'll take it. It's awesome. It's definitely been a pretty cool series.
Without a doubt, a cool series. And I don't know, like tonight, the Phillies are feeling swaggy. They're like, okay, we just took this team down. Our offense was able to show what we can do. But I also think tomorrow they're going to have what you just said. You don't want to go and play game 5. Not that if they lose tomorrow night's game, they're going to sit there and go, oh no, we can't beat Freed in Atlanta. That place is ruckus. No, I'm not saying that. I'm just saying in the moment, you want to finish them in Philly. And that's where they're going to draw their confidence. That's where they're going to draw that swag from after scoring 10 runs. It almost feels like when you were talking about like this game for the Braves, like they're like, we're kind of like where we're at kind of thing. Do you think maybe they punted this game? Not saying the offense did.
No.
I'm saying
From a pitching
pitching-wise.
standpoint?
From a
Yeah, I
pitching
mean, I think you
standpoint.
save it up a little bit. Did they? I mean, it wasn't close pretty quickly, though, right? You're saying early stage, you start to bring in your highest leverage guys in like
Especially,
the third.
well, you knew Bryce Elder was not going to be. As soon as that sun went down, it
Mm-hmm.
started to become bombs over Baghdad. It
Yeah.
was rockets everywhere. And to me, I'm not. When I say punting, that sounds like they weren't even trying. I know
No,
they were
I know what
trying.
you're saying. You didn't put your highest leverage in early action, but it was early. It was pretty early, and you have a
But
lot of
wouldn't you
game to get through.
to me, wouldn't you want to set, like, if the Phillies had won game 2, does Bryce Elder throw as many pitches as he threw?
No.
So why in this game? Why does he get to face Harper? I said that in what, the halfway through the second inning.
He was going well. I mean,
Yes, but he wasn't. He was going
until he
well
wasn't.
when the sun was behind them.
Right. So you're big on once the
Read it.
Phillies had their batter's eye in check, it was liftoff. They're not getting fooled.
And
Pitch to contact.
he
Their
should not
contact goes a
face,
long way.
yes, he should not face Harper. To me, in that lineup, I'm okay if he gives up a dinger to Schwarber, I'm okay. I don't think Trey's going to give you too much damage, but I think it's a situation where he can't face Harper, and to me, that put the game out of reach.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, obviously, we're looking at it now,
And it's 10-2. I mean, but yes, I get what you're saying, but it's 10-2. I understand. It was not 10-2 then. It was 4-1. And also, I mean, Atlanta's got to score runs. Like, they got to put up runs. It didn't kind of matter there, but this is supposed to be a dominant offense. That's what you needed in the last game. I'm looking at it and we're like, yeah, Philly's winning and this is surprising, but I'm like, Braves are going to have to win some games where they put up 5, 6 runs, whatever it is,